Damn it, this mask. Sorry. I'm SLEEZUS. This is my studio where I record stuff. A lot.
So, hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing swell. It's very noisy out here. There's a lot of cars going by. I'm sure you deal with that on the daily.
Yeah. It's kind of I kind of don't mind it sometimes, because it makes me feel a lot less bad about playing loud music 7 days a week. So
it's like a river of metallic stuff.
River of Metallica.
Okay, I have a few questions for you, sir.
Yes.
What is your favorite Australian condiment?
Definitely Marmite.
Good answer.
100% Marmite. I love that stuff.
How often do you eat this Marmite?
Unfortunately, not for a while. It's been out every time we've gone shopping recently, which sucks because I love it and I eat it endlessly, and it's also a great source of B vitamins.
It is a good source of B vitamins. Marmite, yeah. I haven't seen it on the shelves, and I think that's a good thing for me.
I don't understand how you don't like Marmite, but you love Nooch.
It's completely different.
I mean, they are, but Marmite's the better one. Like, they both have like tons of B vitamins. They're both yeast based.
That brings me to my second question. What's your favorite food that has yeast in it that isn't bread or Marmite and is yellow?
I don't know. Is there such a thing?
What?
I mean, like, it seems like it'd be really nutritional if it existed, but...
It exists? What the heck?
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What did I send you a photo of?
Was that... Wait.
What?
Yeah, that was, what was that? That was like, dandruff? Was that your dandruff?
It was a ton of dandruff, because when you stop getting your B vitamins, like you should, you just shed dandruff, like it's like crazy dandruff. The worst dandruff I've ever had, and I've got bad dandruff.
And you've got yellow skin.
It's like I'm just a very Simpsons-esque character, I guess, these days.
You watch too much Simpsons. I think that's also the problem.
I don't watch enough Simpsons.
What is your favorite Simpsons episode?
Oh, man.
Ha ha ha!
I mean, well, okay. Can I just like rattle off a couple?
Sure.
Okay, the first one that comes to mind is Deep Space Homer. Like when Homer goes into space with Buzz Aldrin and
what?
I'm blanking it. Yeah, between him and Barney, and Homer. Barney's completely kicking Homer's ass in the contest, and then Homer ends up winning. But Homer the Clown, or Homie the Clown, I think it's called, is another one that just comes to, like, that's like always like the one I'll just go to. Oh man, yeah, there's just like way too many good. Anyone with Lionel Hutz in it is awesome. Or just any character that Phil Hartman voiced.
Phil Hartman.
Yeah. Awesome voice actor.
Exploded in a fireball of pent-up rage.
I think what the viewers want to know, Arnie, is my house okay?
You mean, is your giant castle okay, Kent?
Don't hate me because I bought at the right time, Arnie.
When's my right time, Kent? When's my right time?
Like it feels like most characters in television or anything whose name is Arnold is really cool. Not gonna lie.
Hey, fair enough.
But I guess it's not that common of a name.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, Hey Arnold, Arnie Pie in the Sky, actor turned governor Arnold Schwarzenegger,
and Magic School Bus. Right?
Oh yeah, totally, yeah. That was a good show, and a good character.
Good character.
Yeah, a really good character.
Okay. What's your favorite rap or hip hop album?
Oh man, that's a tough one, but like, I was just listening to Octagon Ecologist the other day.
Uh-huh.
Like it's hard to say. I don't know if I'd say that's like my favorite, but it's definitely top 5, top 3, whatever. Just because I was listening to that most recently. Yeah, that I would say that's like very likely to be my favorite ever. But like anything by Cool Keith is good. That it's just that's when I listen to the most.
Cool Keith.
Yeah, Cool Keith. Dr. Octagon, Dr. Doom.
Where's he from?
East Coast. I don't know like where, but yeah, East Coast.
Is that like, when was that put out?
Octagon College, I think it was 96, I think. Like 96, 98, somewhere, definitely like late 90s. But yeah, it's super fun. I was just watching a really cool interview with Cool Keith and then DJ Qbert, who was like the DJ on that album, and why am I blanking on the dude's name? The producer that produced like that, and then like every other cool like weird experimental kind of like I'm totally blanking on his name.
Larry David.
Yeah, totally. Every hip hop album like that you put on, you're gonna see Larry David's name attached to it somewhere. Like, and it's songs you don't even expect it. Like, it's just like he just guest verses or something, Like Chronic, he was on like 3 tracks in the Chronic. Dude, this is Danny Automator.
Oh
yeah,
he's good.
He's just like every
Yeah, I see.
But yeah, that's just like one that jumps to mind. Not exactly a hip hop album like per se, but Introducing by DJ Shadow was like another one that I've just really liked for a long time for instrumental hip hop.
What's your favorite cassette tape you own?
Oh man, Godween Satan, definitely Godween Satan. That's a fun one. I feel like that's like one of those albums that like it sounds. I feel like it definitely sounds like it's supposed to be on a cassette tape. But it's also like surprisingly hi-fi for early Ween. It's like 10,000 times more hi-fi than the Pod.
What kind of bicycle do you have?
I've got my Raleigh in the kitchen, which has a flat tire and a bent rim.
Why do you have 2?
Well, I have a Novara mountain bike that I got super cheap.
Oh.
It was, good bike, but I don't really mountain bike. I just got it because it was what I could afford at the time.
Oh.
It's a cool bike, but I kind of just stopped riding it. And then Chelsea's got her awesome old school Schwinn. So I don't have that, but it's here.
You've got a good memory.
Thanks.
Do you?
No.
No. Well, there are some rocks on your table in your backyard.
Yes.
How many of them are there?
7.
Why are they there? That's a good question.
We were sitting outside one night, just hanging out, and I've been hearing, raccoons like. Well, I hadn't been hearing them; I'd been seeing them pawing through a neighbor's garbage. But I love raccoons; they're super adorable. So I never threw a rock like at a raccoon, but there's just some rustling in the bushes, and so I just kind of like hurled a few into the bushes. Just kind of like to startle them, but then like the rustling got more intense and it kind of got like more purposeful, like weird. So I don't know. I grabbed a handful of rocks and just figured, I would just sit there and if anything came out, I'd be ready.
Have you ever seen a possum?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw one?
Honestly, probably like when I was in college. I mean, I feel like I have to have seen one since then, but yeah, I found one playing dead in the York neighborhood.
What?
Yeah. I've seen a couple playing dead in the York neighborhood, but seriously, it's probably been I don't know, a handful of years.
I saw one the other day.
Really?
On my back porch. It wasn't playing dead, so it was even more I've never actually seen one in person, and I was terrified.
They're kind of cute though, aren't they?
Are they?
I think they're cute.
When they're staring at you with those black eyes and that weird face, and it's just making this weird sound, and it's like my dogs are like barking and stuff.
They make.
It was scary.
I mean, yeah, they make. Yeah, well, yeah. I was gonna ask, what did Helga do?
Helga was like, everyone was like freaking out. But
Was like Pele freaking out too?
even Pele was freaking out.
Okay. Like,
Pele got up.
really? I was like, it's gotta take a lot. Like, if it's just one of the old dog sit up and bark things, but no.
No, they wanted to go outside and see what was going on. It was crazy. But yeah, I don't want to see a possum ever again.
Well, do you like other what are possums are a marsupial, right?
Should be.
think-
Can you milk them?
I mean,
Would you drink some milk?
no, I wouldn't because I don't consume animal products.
Ah. That's another good question. Why are you vegan?
Oh man. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I could probably give a million answers, but I guess just the ones that I would kind of stick with are just personal health reasons. I seem to feel the best when I'm eating a vegan diet. And then but I guess more accurately, just kind of the animal rights issues. Just the fact that the meat industry, especially big farm meat industry, is just terrible for so many reasons. And then in addition to that, yeah, you can probably tell I'm just a bleeding heart kind of person when it comes to animals. I just love animals. I've never gone hunting. I've gone fishing a few times in my life, and I hated it. Like fishing was fun, being outside, but catching a fish just sucked. I've never felt that bad in my life. Other the one time I actually successfully caught a fish and then killed it. So it's one of those things where I just kind of said, I'm okay, I wouldn't hunt, I wouldn't kill an animal for food. So I just kind of had some cognitive dissonance about going to the store and buying a package of meat or some kind of pre-killed animal.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm also very not judgmental about it. It's just
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't care if someone's eating meat right in front of me. It doesn't bother me at all. It's funny. I'm on my new album. I have several songs about it. I feel like I'm doing this weird thing now that people always do after they just spend more than a decade playing music, where they start writing songs about things they believe in.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just is this
Is that a good thing though, or
generally I'd say no. I feel most musicians, when they find their cause or their purpose, is when it starts to suck.
Oh.
but that's not always true. I mean, some people it gives them focus or something, or I don't know, or they just find some new inspiration. I'm hoping it's that one for me.
Wait, what's an example of that?
I mean,
Madonna?
what did Madonna get really into?
I have no idea.
It was
That's just who I think of as someone who's changing.
Oh man. I mean, I know the singer of Sunny Day Real Estate got super religious and stuff.
Oh.
But then they put out one of the coolest albums ever. How It Feels to Be Something On is one of my favorite. I don't like it as much as the first couple albums, but it's still super good.
I wonder if there's a Christian band that turns atheist, and then what their music sounds like.
I feel all those really crappy Christian screamo bands that got huge in the early 2000s, Under Oath and stuff, all those ones like that.
Whoa.
I just I feel all maybe they just leave the band when they stop believing that stuff, but I'm all of those guys they can't still be like that, right? That doesn't last forever. You get better.
The Used. Oh gosh.
Oh man, I have their first CD in my car. What's your favorite song by The Used?
Dude, I don't even know any. I know there's something about paint or something. Is that right? Or am
I think you're right. Now blanking. I mean the Big Taste of Ink.
Oh, that's it. It's some sort of paint liquid.
Yeah, something you used to mark or notate. I don't know.
Oh, and their song Dry Erase. What was the last dish you ate? That was really good.
Since Chelsea and I both cook a bunch, we've had some pretty interesting stuff. All right, okay, I gotta go. One that we had recently. We signed up for this the CSA, and they'll give you like recommendations on what you should do with the food you get. So one of their recommendations was to just make this salad with it's cucumber, sweet onion, tomato, and a couple other things. I'm like totally drawing a blank right now. It's super simple. Like you literally just cut them up, throw them in a bowl. Throw some olive oil and salt on it. Like it's it's one of those things that like when I heard that I'm like, oh, like that sounds edible, but then for some reason it's just like the awesomest tasting thing I've ever had.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't like. I mean, I'm sure having like farm fresh stuff, probably like makes it better.
Yeah.
But we've also used it with just like other stuff, and it totally is still like really good.
Wait, what the heck? What's CSA?
Oh God, I have no idea what it stands for. And it's
But like what? What did they like? Is it an organ? What?
Oh, it's like you get you just pay like you'll do like a membership fee with a farm, and then they'll just either like deliver or you can like they have a pickup option, so you can just like pick up a weekly thing of just farm fresh produce. And
Is that going good? Is that?
oh, it's so awesome. Yeah, it's like. I feel like such a nerd being like, just like, oh my God, it's like this is the best tomato I've ever. But it's like, we'll get like this is the best tomato we've ever had.
Whoa.
Just like so, like I mean, it's like it makes me feel like I should have been doing this forever because I've always known friends who are like, oh, I signed up for this one, like and I just always have been like lazy and not done it. So
That sounds cool though. Now.
yeah, it is.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
CSA.
I forget the name of the one we do, but I'll let you know. I'd totally recommend them.
There is a school bus full of children heading towards a cliff, and the driver had a heart attack, so it's going full speed. You're watching all of this happen. Why?
Oh my God. I'm paralyzed with fear. Am I on the bus? Like, am I
No,
watching?
you're like really close. You could like go in and save them if you wanted to, but you just stood there, just watching.
Oh, that doesn't sound like me. Like, I swear. I don't know.
So that's not you.
I mean, maybe I'm like way more like of an asshole than I thought, but I don't know. Were they really bad kids or something? Like,
They're like the best kids ever.
as I'm saying, like, it's terrible because I'm not, I'm not like, oh, bad kids. Like, that's fine. Yeah.
They were sweethearts.
Well.
It is what it is, though. Maybe the driver shouldn't have eaten all that fast food stuff.
Wait. Oh, because they had a heart attack. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what?
You don't know the story? You
I
were there. I wasn't even there. I heard about it in the news. Dude.
mean, how would I know? I mean, did I, like, how do
There's
I
a
know?
picture of you just standing,
It's like pointing. Is it like, it's just like
and you're holding your belly, like laughing almost.
almost. Like I'm not actually alive, just holding my belly and
Yeah,
pointing, but
you have like a kind of grin.
you can't see the expression I'm making with my lips right now, but it's just kind of like like a mouth shrug.
A mouth shrug. I don't see those often anymore. Are lips gonna be like, are mouths gonna be like, like boobs? I mean, like,
like,
you know
well,
what I mean?
yeah, like I was kind of actually wondering, yeah, if mouths would become, or like faces, like it would almost become kind of a, yeah, like sort of a thing. Like, I mean, I definitely think about like when I go out, how I have my, my face covered up, which I actually personally like. I never would have done that before, but now that I do, I'm kind of like, this feels cool.
So you're saying you'll do it after it's all over?
I wondered that myself. I was like, is this just like my thing now? I'm just gonna like always, just. I mean,
That's a good. I want to see how long. How long can you do it?
oh, how
even
long?
after?
Oh, dude, I will. Do you want to pick a date?
Oh god.
Like we could say after the vaccine is available. Like I have to wear it for an additional 2 months or something. I was talking to Lauren.
What do you want, my autograph? I'm many fucking times I told you guys to stop following me around?
On the phone the other day, and he was saying that we were just kind of talking about like how like people's attitudes about wearing masks and whatnot, but we're just kind of curious, like, yeah, if mask wearing will become a much more commonplace thing, because obviously, like, it's like you see people wearing masks and stuff during cold and flu season, but definitely not as many people as are wearing masks right now. So like we were just wondering, yeah, if that's going to be a thing, like people are going to start to wear masks in the winter, like during cold and flu season, just to try to it's like,
yeah,
if you can avoid getting a cold or something, that'd be pretty awesome.
True. Yeah, I think everyone will learn from this in a good way, and it'll be a positive thing.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, like I know, like I've definitely heard and read things people just saying like that cold and flu season is like already really intense for anybody that is immunocompromised or any has any underlying health conditions. So like maybe because I know it's been like a big argument for getting the flu shot. It's just like, hey, even if you're not worried about it, get a flu shot. You might infect someone who wouldn't be so lucky. So maybe there'd be some cool changes.
Wait, I never got a lot of flu shots.
I mean, you're only supposed to get one a year.
But I've like never, like, it's been a year. Like I've probably like a little kid since I last got a flu shot.
Really? Like how old?
Like I don't even know. Like 10 or something. I don't know.
Okay. Do you? I mean, like, not to like dig, but like, do you just not want to get a vaccination, or like?
I just rarely get the flu. But would like a flu shot like make me less
like
contagious or something?
Oh, they're like less Arnold. Like you just get a flu shot and you're like, oh, that's why I haven't been getting them. It just changes me into a new person.
Oh my god.
I go by Arn after I get that.
I don't know. Wait, so I don't know.
I mean,
do you get like every year?
I've been getting them. I totally didn't for like a few years. Again, like college, like I just did, I remember like when swine flu was happening, and like we probably all got swine flu, like but we were just so like stupid about it that we didn't care, like didn't really think, like we were just like, oh, totally, we'll get swine flu and then it won't, we'll be fine. But a couple of years ago I got like incredibly sick, like this, like I felt like the sickest I've like ever been sick.
Good God.
And yeah, after that I was like, man, I really should just get one, because if it reduces the odds of feeling like this, I'll totally take it. And so yeah, I've been getting one each year since then.
Oh, so it makes the symptoms less crazy?
I don't know. I've read articles saying that it might.
Oh.
But
it doesn't hurt to just do it anyways.
I mean, yeah, I just do it. I just like, I don't know. I am a total hypochondriac and I hate getting sick like more than anything in the world. Like, so it's like if it can reduce my odds by like, I don't know, 50%, whatever, then I'll take it.
Ever since this kind of started, I was thinking, about Shiloh.
Oh yeah, no, I've texted him like,
really?
yeah.
Is he, or is he just like immune? I was thinking he'd be just like so immune.
Like it's afraid of his like bionic lungs. No, I mean I've texted, like it's he hasn't said anything like particularly about like being like more worried than anyone else. Like he's definitely taking it really seriously, and like living in Seattle, I mean but I guess he and he and Amanda are working from home, so it's like they don't they're not spreading it or not nearly as much risk, but
they're smart people.
Yeah, but yeah, I was like worried about him too, because I was just like, man, like a handful of like stupid lung issues come up, like, and yeah, it's like so I don't know if you can hear me, Shiloh. I miss playing music with you, dude. Oh, and I still have your drum kit here. most of it.
He's pissed.
Oh no, he's like he.
Oh yeah, he get.
Yeah, he gave it to me. That wasn't like a threat. I still got your drum kit, dude.
Who's your favorite sports athlete?
Oh man, like of all time,
Sure.
Brian Bosworth.
Mine is Michael Jordan.
Ah, have you been watching?
I did watch The Last Dance.
It's really good,
It's
isn't
really
it?
good, and that just made me like him even more. I just remember as a kid, just watching him.
Yeah, it's like it's funny. I was talking to a friend about that. While I'm just like, Chelsea and I were talking about it too because we were watching Last Dance. We were just like, it's funny. Like everybody liked Jordan when we were a kid. It's just like all I ever knew about him was just like Michael Jordan, the Bulls, like championships, Space Jam, like all this awesome shit. Dennis Rodman. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like my favorite, but I do remember,
He's
like,
cool.
dude. Oh, the Dennis Rodman, like the episode of Dennis Rodman was
Yeah.
so good. And yeah, I just remember like back in the day, it was like I felt like when you were talking about the Bulls, it was like everybody had their favorite, and it was like the coolest kids always like Dennis Rodman was their favorite, So it's like I was like, oh, he's my favorite, he's like best rebounder, like. He's so cool. Did you hear about this crazy thing he did? Or I don't know. Maybe if I hadn't seen Dennis Rodman as a kid, I like wouldn't have like piercings and have like died. I mean, I don't know. I'm serious. I think
Oh.
maybe.
I want to make an impact like Dennis Rodman. Give
Ah.
piercings to generations after me.
Just be so good at your craft that kids want to wear your piercings.
Or something weird,
Yeah.
like a gauge on my eyelid.
An eyelid gauge. Which like the upper or lower lid.
One of his bones. Oh God.
And when you go to sleep, you just have to clip them to get like they actually have little like
Jesus.
receptacles in each other, so you just clip your eyes closed.
Oh God.
I feel like you'd have to like moisturize your eyes like periodically throughout the day, just to like so they don't dry out, desiccate.
God, this sounds like so much work.
Ocular desiccation is like the number 2 reason that people don't get eyelid gauges.
What? Ocular? Did you just make that? What?
Ocular desiccation.
Is that a
I'm
Oh.
the desiccation of the eyeballs.
Ocular desiccation. CSA.
I feel like that totally should have been like an Ibex song.
Ocular?
Ocular desiccation.
Make it a SLEEZUS song.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe I will.
Name all the stuff that you're growing quick.
Okay.
As fast as you can.
Oh god, cosmos, daisies, marigolds, nasturtiums, beans, snap peas, zucchini, tomatoes, a good handful of different kinds of lettuces. We tried carrots, beets, and turnips, and I think that's everything. But I swear I'm missing something. We had got chives out there too. Oh, and then mint. We have mint, lemon balm, and peppermint.
Why do some people call you Night D? And is it a coincidence that you live next to a castle-like building?
No, my number one thing that I said, when you're looking for a new place and you're like, this is like my one thing I can't live without. I'm like, I need a castle nearby. Like, I'm not gonna move to the only castle that I can think of nearby, which is just a big clock tower.
Would you want to live in a castle?
I mean,
Have you been in a castle?
No.
I wonder what it's like. I wonder if it's cold. You must have you must need like a lot of heaters or something.
Yeah, those castles back in the day were very well heated. That's funny. I never actually thought about how cold a castle would probably be. But then when it gets super hot, is that would it just get crazy hot? And probably extremely muggy since it's all like every movie I've ever seen the castle and it's always just wet. Like,
It's always wet.
it's always wet.
That's not water. That's something else.
Oh God, that's probably true, isn't it? That's not water you're standing in. You're knee deep in fecal matter.
Oh God.
Sorry, you're gonna have to bleep that out.
Matter. Okay. I think all those questions gave us a good grasp of who you are. Right?
I don't know. Like for Ben, what impression did you get from me?
You gotta let dandruff. You're All right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We're good. We're good.
Cool.
So now we're gonna hear some songs
Sweet.
from SLEEZUS.
Yes.
Night D.
Oh yeah. I didn't actually answer the Night D thing, did I?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Quick. Go. Why?
I don't know. Somebody back in the day assigned that name to me because of a part that I wrote in an Ibex song.
Oh.
And I don't even remember the part anymore. But it had like I don't remember which part it was, but it had some kind of galloping thing going on.
Oh.
And I believe, if I'm not, I can't remember sure. I think it was Carly who was the one that like just said that it was like basically just like, you know, me just like swinging a sword around my head on a horseback. It's funny because I don't like swords and I don't like riding horses.
But you guys were on drugs.
Never. Not once. Would you listen to Ibex and think that it sounded like music made by people who had ever consumed or had been around drugs?
Wait, do you think like straight like sober people could make like really trippy music?
I mean, Frank Zappa, you know, in
He was
theory,
sober?
he always said, you know, but I don't like Frank Zappa. Like I know
really?
Dash will kill me if he hears this. I mean, he knows I don't like Zappa. We've talked about it. I'm trying. It's like one of the, you know, I've tried to give him a chance. But I just don't like Zappa. But I've heard, yeah, he's always like maintained that he was totally sober. Gene Ween is sober and he is incredible. Like
Sober now.
true, yeah, not when they wrote that stuff.
But like, could he do it now? Like make? Well, I guess he could because he experienced all those like you know, psychedelic experiences. But it's like, can someone who hasn't be able to make something that is like that?
I don't know. That's an interesting one. I guess.
An interesting question.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'd always be really hesitant to say that, you know, drugs like, or, you know, anything like are the reason that, you know, so like I don't think that, like, you know, a drug gives someone like the power to do that. I guess it's just like it's like I've always just kind of described, like I remember having a discussion with somebody where we were talking about, you know, whether like he was arguing like, you know, drugs are like necessary to, you know, reach certain things, and I was like, well, it's you know, it can be maybe like a shortcut, or it gives you an experience or something that you wouldn't have had otherwise. So I can totally see the merit in that. But I'm trying to think. I know there's like totally been other like artists that are like sober who, you know, who made really crazy music. I just can't.
Yeah. It's got to be someone.
But then there's also like the straight edge hardcore scene, which just like, oh my, I don't like the music. I don't like the people. Like, it's just, yeah, I hate it so much. It's like, I don't know, yeah, whether or not you do, it's just like, don't be straight edge. You don't have to drink or do drugs, but don't do that.
Let's hear some songs.
Cool.
All right, what is this song? And quick, what is it about?
This is gonna be "Pack Up the Beef," which is like my my radio hit. It's from "Get 'Em Off of Me," which is the album I released before my last album. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's just like, I feel like I wrote it like when I was listening to a ton of Butthole Surfers, and I think it definitely shows with like the vocals and stuff. But yeah, also there's a really cool Nick Cave version of the song "Muddy Waters."
Oh.
That was like, oh, did you think it was gonna be like Nick Cave version?
Yeah, like a Nick Cave-esque.
No. No, that'd actually be super cool. I mean, I do feel like Butthole Surfers in my mind kind of picked up where like Birthday Party left off in some respects. But anyway, yeah, no, it was kind of this like really like very like super dark, old bluesy song about massive like flood. So I guess the song was just kind of like in my mind just trying to create like a really kind of apocalyptic feeling where it's like people are at a picnic and a disaster just starts occurring, and then like just kind of random thoughts that'd be going through their head during that thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah. It's the number.
Okay. Go. What is this song?
This is a new song. I'm working on a new album right now that I have mostly done. I just need to finish doing some tracking. So in another more accurate way, I'm not even close to done. But this song is done. It's called Titan right now. And yeah. Made like a planet, made a plan for. Broke like a bottle at the corner store. Smashed like a pilot, let it fly on. Set like the sun on a different horizon. What is anything even good for? Forget what everything is even used for. Is there anything you want to know about this one?
I'd like to know what this song is.
Yes. It's called Home Alone. It has nothing to do with the Macaulay Culkin classic, or any of the other ones in that series. Whoever's in like the third one or whatever. But yeah, it's just it's a song from Some Better Days. It's my last album. I forget what I was like listening to at the time, but I think it was like the Lee Hazelwood and Nancy Sinatra album, which awesome album. And I couldn't, I did Lee Hazelwood vocals. I didn't try for any kind of Nancy Sinatra-esque like kind of counterpoint, whatever. I don't know musical terms like that, but whatever. Yeah. Was that enough rambling?
That's enough rambling.
Cool. All
Bang
right.
bang.
All right. Whoa. I'm going to play it. Don't stand beside me. My better days are behind me. But I still got some living left to do. Don't try to call me. Don't even bother knocking. 'Cause I won't answer even when you do. I tried to tell ya, man, I really tried to warn ya. Don't count on me, even if I count on you. This is me, sitting in my home alone, fine enough, quiet and alone at home. And if that breaks your heart, buddy, that's on you. 'Cause if there's one thing that I know, my aim is true. It's true. And if that breaks your heart, well then I don't know what to tell you. But I hope you know I'm sorry, and that's true. It's true. Well, I might be doing laundry, but that's not why I'm ignoring and blowing off all the plans I made with you. Well, I told you I was sleeping or fighting off a sickly feeling, but I was probably just sitting in my room. Because I'm just an asshole. Yeah, selfish, stubborn hassle. You're better off finding something else to do. This is me, sitting in my home alone, fine enough, quiet and alone at home. And if that breaks your heart, well, buddy, that's on you. 'Cause if there's one thing that I know, my aim is true. It's true. And if that breaks your heart, well then I don't know what to tell you. But I hope you know I'm sorry, and that's true. It's true. Don't stand beside me, my better days are behind me, but I still got some living left to do. I tried to tell ya, man, I really tried to warn ya. Don't count on me, even if I count on you. 'Cause I'm just an asshole. Yeah, selfish, stubborn hassle. You're better off finding something else to do. This is me, sitting in my home alone, fine enough, quiet and alone at home. And if that breaks your heart, well, buddy, that's on you. 'Cause if there's one thing that I know, my aim is true. It's true. If that breaks your heart, well, then I don't know what to tell you. But I hope you know I'm sorry, and that's true. It's true. All right.
cool.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. I don't know my own songs. I don't learn them while I play them. I write them and then I only pick them up. Like, very few songs. That one I actually did because I recorded it that way originally.
What? What do you mean?
Like, I actually recorded it, like, vocals and acoustic guitar at the same time.
Oh.
And then I overdubbed the living shit out of it.
Oh,
like, everything.
damn.
I mean, you can't even hear. It's in there. But it's one of the, like, 100 tracks or something stupid. I think I had like a record on my new album. I had at one point I had like 265 tracks on one song, and then I pared it down to about 110 or something, which is funny. That's way more than I usually do. I was trying to, I don't know, how many tracks do you usually have in a song?
Like separate.
Yeah, like individual.
You know, I'm trying to like minimize it. You know, like it feels like I add tons of stuff, but it's like. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like see what I can do with just a few, and then see what that sounds like, and then because like every time like I record like a crazy song with like a bunch of stuff, it's just exponentially harder to like mix like all those parts together, and I See, but is it like something you're kind of born with? Like having good like vocal cords, like physical vocal cords, or is it like, or can anyone be that good? I've had this discussion like infinity times with my mom actually. Oh. I would say my general opinion, which I feel like I have based on my psychology degree, is that like the one thing I got out of college is that you can have a propensity or like a predisposition towards something. Like obviously so I've known people in my life that like just had were really really good like at natural pitch and stuff and can like sing and like and it's like other people obviously like are just like naturally can like lift more weight than others or something. I do think that, like, I guess with vocal cords, it's like, I don't think that any amount of training I could go through would make me sound like different than I am, but I definitely think I could like develop the muscular control to like control it. And I also think that if I started at like a way younger age and hadn't done so much stupid damage to my vocal cords in a number of different ways, maybe I would have had a better chance, I guess I'm always like really resistant to this like idea. Like I've had friends be like, oh, music, you're born with it or you're not. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't like that. I like the idea that like you can, you can develop and like grow and like do it, you may not, you might not turn into like, like I'm not going to be able to sing like Sharon Carpenter no matter how many lessons I take. I don't know.
Hey, you know what? Maybe you're right. I shouldn't give up hope this early. Like it's still, I'm so like over the hill on this one. Like, nah, dude, it's too late for me. Save yourself, dude.
I think you could do Superstar, do a cover.
Oh, dude, I saw Dean Ween Group cover Superstar in Seattle, but it was an all instrumental version. Like Dean Ween just soloed for the vocals, and it was incredible.
Whoa.
I didn't know when they played it. That was the first time. Yeah, Leon Russell, I guess, wrote it or something. And I didn't even know when they played it, I almost didn't even recognize it. And then Chelsea told me that she's like, "Yeah, it was Superstar." I was like, "Oh my God, yeah!" Like yeah. It would sound like Tear for Eddie, like kind of like just like ripping guitar solo.
You think they're gonna have another album, a Ween album?
Dude, I hope so. I mean, like, I feel like at a certain point, like, I just don't see, why they wouldn't. But I also know, like, they've always, I don't know, I very much like Dean Ween did not like La Cucaracha, like how it turned out.
Oh.
Which, yeah, I think it's a sweet album. I mean, if they put out another album that was, like, exactly as good as La Cucaracha, I'd be thrilled. But I also get it. It's just like, whatever, that they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. I mean, they've got, like, a million songs unreleased. They're like, that's what I've heard a lot of people say is like that, that if they were gonna do a new album, it'd most likely be like Shinola Volume 2, where it's just like re-record some unreleased songs.
Whoa,
and
that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. Like they wouldn't even have, because I know like a big thing was like writing. They didn't want to write, to like the way they used to write was just like Dean and Gene, getting together and getting super effed up and like writing 1,000 songs. Gene doesn't do that anymore, and maybe Dean doesn't either. I don't know, but. Also, I mean, if they put out solo albums, like Gene Ween's solo album Freeman was like incredible.
True.
Such a good album. Love every song on that album. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they'll put out another one?
Yeah, I hope so too. Well, it feels like they probably like want to be like how they were like when they were young, making all that stuff, like in that same mindset. But it's like they probably know like it's kind of impossible.
Yeah.
Just like Bob Dylan, and like he was a different person when he wrote all those other songs when he was younger, basically.
Did like, I don't actually know a ton about Bob Dylan. Like, I mean, I've obviously listened to Bob. Did Bob Dylan like get sober or something at some point? Was that like a thing, or did he like go through like a big change? I mean, I know he's done like tons of different albums. Were you talking more about like just like when he went electric, or like after that?
I mean, well, yeah, all the changes that he's going through with his songwriting. I mean, because like all his like, he has like his like really good songs, and then his like later songs that are less popular.
Favorite Bob Dylan song?
Oh
yeah. Ah.
Damn!
I
You
got
can't.
you.
You can't spin
I
this
got
around.
you.
God damn it! Oh my god! You know, I think I know what it is.
Oh yeah.
Girl from the North Country. It's on Free Will and Bob Dylan.
Oh, okay. Is Free Wheelin' your favorite?
No, but that's not my favorite album. My favorite album is the Blood on the Tracks.
Oh man, yeah. But I always wanted to own Blood on the Tracks, and I finally do. But like all through high school, I wanted to get Blood on the Tracks, and I could never find it, even just a CD of it. But I love Blonde on Blonde a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then Chelsea introduced me to Desire, which is also awesome. Desire's got some sweet songs.
True. All right, bust out a Bob Dylan song. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah. But that's not one of the impressions that I've ever gotten good at. I could do Jacob Dylan, though. I could do some Wallflowers.
Oh.
What do you want to hear? One Headlight?
Oh. I don't know.
What's the other one? I've seen the Wallflowers in concert 2 times. One time they covered Blur.
Wow.
Wait, what?
What?
What was that?
I was saying Coffee and TV.
Oh, that's a good song. Are you a fan of theirs?
Yeah.
I'm assuming if you're singing Coffee and TV, but my friend Andy and I really like. He kind of, I mean, I knew Blur when I was a kid. It was just like song number 2. Like that was like, I would demand that my brother play that song like on repeat. Like he would lock me out of his room so I couldn't bust in there and be like, dude, play song number 2. I think both my brothers that lived at home at that time would do that. Like, but yeah.
Why do you like that song?
Oh, I don't know. It just kicks ass. Like, it's one. I mean, I feel like it's one of those songs. Like, it's fine. I mean, yeah, I always loved that song, and then like it just reminded me of, like soccer for some reason, which is funny because like I don't even really watch soccer or anything. Like, I mean, I was like I played when I was younger and stuff, but like it just made me all. I mean, maybe it was like in a soccer video game or something. But it's just
Oh.
like every time I heard that song, I was just like always instantly like in my head, just like picture someone like bicycle kicking, like, but yeah, I don't know. But then yeah, like Andy introduced me to like all the other stuff, and it's like, oh my god, they're so good. Yeah. I'd always put on their album Think Tank at work, and like people would come up to the counter and be like, dude, I love Gorillaz. And I'd be like, oh yeah, it's it's close, but it's Blur, and it's because I always knew Blur more than the Gorillaz. Like I knew the Gorillaz, I just didn't like ever own their stuff. Like I always like Blur. It was like I thought Gorillaz was the side project.
Yeah, Gorillaz is way more popular, I guess.
It's funny in my head. It was like reversed. It's like, you had Gorillaz as like this kind of like experimental side project
Yeah.
of this rock band Blur, and then like I realized like Blur was like the experimental side project of this experimental group.
Wait, no. Wait, did go... Was it Blur first? It was Blur first.
Oh
right?
yeah, Blur was definitely first. Yeah.
That'd be weird if it was Gorillaz first. I mean, it could be like maybe he
Yeah.
made like a little demo right before.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Like Clint Eastwood is actually from like 1990. Isn't the name of the song, right?
Yeah.
But
I just remember listening to like Feel Good Inc. when that first came out.
oh yeah,
And that was just like, it's such a perfect like pop song, like a radio hit.
Which song is that?
It's the one with the bass line, like dun 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 dun.
Oh, yeah. The like don't stop, get it, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one that for the longest time I knew that song off the radio, but I didn't know that was Gorillaz. And then like I found like, oh yeah, I can dig that. But yeah, no, Gorillaz is cool. I just never really like I had a mix CD in I think 5th grade with some Gorillaz on it that I thought was really cool. But then like back when every mix CD would skip invariably, and so it was just like that was the song it skipped in. I'd get through like the first few like 30 seconds of Clint Eastwood, and I was like, man, that song's so sweet. It's like down, 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 and that's all I knew. I didn't know what but I loved it.
I think I remember like making CDs and like for some reason the MP3 I downloaded like cuts off at the end.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the only way I know that song now. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
I listen to it like in the future. It's like, why is the song going on for so long?
Dude, I'd have like CDs that still to this day, like the track list, I think is one thing, but then I find out later it's not. Like that I just had the track list completely screwed up because I had a burned CD version of it. But yeah, I had the same thing too. Like I'd have ones where it was just like the song would, like cut. Like I had a copy of The Chronic forever that I would put on, and it would always skip. And I'm just like, man, that's pretty cool. Like Dr. Dre was pretty experimental, just like cutting songs in the middle and like shift into these cool samples. And then like I was listening to the car with a friend one time, and he's just like, dude, this isn't like, that's not right. Like you don't have the album. Like whatever, man. I like this production style. You just get tired of a song, you cut it.
One more question.
Yes.
Would you say, one final question.
Okay.
Would you say that you are a person?
SLEEZUS is not a person. I mean, I'm not really SLEEZUS. I don't know. Are you a person?
No comment.